You weren't born at a random moment or by some ordinary twist of fate. Your arrival was deliberate, purposeful, and marked with intention from above. Every part of your life, even the month you entered this world, holds meaning far beyond what you may have realized. That date, that moment in time, is more than just a number on a calendar. It's a message, a code, a quiet whisper revealing why you're here, who you are, and what you're meant to do. Think about it. Every experience you've had, every gift you've been given, every challenge you've faced, none of it has been a coincidence. Your birth month holds powerful clues about your spirit, your strengths, and your divine purpose. And once you begin to understand these hidden messages, everything starts to shift. Confusion fades, comparisons disappear, and suddenly, you start to see that you've already been equipped with everything you need to fulfill the mission that was written for you long before you arrived. So take a deep breath, stay with me, because as we move through this journey together, you're going to uncover what your birth month truly says about you. This isn't just information. It's a revelation that could transform the way you see your life and your place in the world. Now let's begin. January, the month of initiators, the Pathfinder's die. If you were born in January, you carry the spirit of new beginnings. You're the spark that ignites change, even when no one else is ready to move. It's not always easy carrying that fire. People might not understand you at first. They may see your vision as unrealistic or even impossible. But deep down, you know something they don't. Every great journey begins with someone brave enough to take the first step. You possess a quiet strength that refuses to fade, even when the world feels heavy. You're the one people look to when they don't know what to do next. You lead not with loud words, but with consistent action. Your gift is influence, not through force, but through inspiration. And that's what makes you powerful. When you enter a room, you bring movement to stagnant spaces. You don't need to see the entire path ahead. Your soul knows how to begin, how to take that first leap of faith. And yes, the pressure can feel overwhelming at times. The pressure to go first, to break cycles, to carve a new way forward. But remember this, you were chosen for that role. You've been equipped for it. And when you trust that truth, your presence becomes unstoppable. February, the Peacemaker's Day. If you were born in February, your spirit holds a rare and beautiful gift. The ability to feel deeply and connect in ways others often can't. You carry a sensitivity that some mistake for fragility, but it is, in truth, your greatest strength. You are the calm in chaos, the steady hand in the storm, the quiet reminder that love and understanding can heal more than anger ever will. When people shout, you bring silence. When there's tension, you breathe harmony into the room. And it's not because you're trying to be a hero. It's simply who you are. Your presence softens sharp edges. You bring peace without needing to say a word. Your calling is to be a bridge between pain and healing, between doubt and faith, between fear and peace. You're not here to change the whole world. That's not your burden. All you need to do is keep showing up, just as you are, offering your light wherever you go. Your quiet strength transforms more than you realize. Even when you don't see it, you're planting seeds of healing in every space you touch. March, the Navigators. March holds the energy of transition, the space between endings and new beginnings. If you were born in March, you know what it feels like to stand in the middle of chaos, to walk through storms that would break most people and still find a way forward. Your strength is silent but unwavering. You may not always understand why certain challenges come your way, but your soul does. These storms aren't meant to destroy you. They're meant to shape you. You've been built to endure what others cannot. Like Noah, who built the ark when no one else believed in the rain. You carry a deep and unshakable faith. Even when the world is loud and confusing, you trust that a higher plan is guiding you. That faith, that quiet obedience, is your superpower. You're an anchor for others, a steady presence when everything else is shifting. People may not always recognize your quiet strength, but they feel it. Your mission is simple, yet profound, to remind others that it's possible to stand firm in faith, even when life feels uncertain. The storms you've faced aren't punishments, they're preparation. And your story is proof that strength and grace can absolutely coexist. April, the reborn. April carries the spirit of resurrection, of second chances, of rising again when all seems lost. If you were born in April, your soul refuses to give up. You've faced moments that could have broken you, moments that did break you for a time, but you never stay down. There's a spark inside you that always rises. This gift, this relentless ability to be reborn again and again, is what makes you extraordinary. You're a living proof that nothing is truly over as long as hope remains. Your story inspires others to believe in fresh starts, to trust that even in the darkest nights, the dawn always comes. You carry the energy of transformation. You walk into spaces heavy with fear or doubt, and your presence shifts the atmosphere. People look at you and think, if they can rise, maybe I can too. But here's the truth. This gift comes with trials. Those born in April often walk through intense struggles, periods of deep pain, isolation, and loss. But every time you rise, you return wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. That is your power, and that is your purpose, to show others what resilience truly looks like, and to remind them that they too can begin again. Your journey isn't just about survival, it's about transformation. You weren't born just to make it through storms. You were born to show others that they can too. Your story is more than just a series of events. It's a testimony, one that heals hearts and breathes hope into those who feel they've run out of chances. You weren't sent here to live a stagnant life. No, you came to show the world that starting again is not only possible, but that sometimes the next chapter can be even more beautiful than the first page ever was. You're living proof that restoration is real, that broken dreams can be reignited, and that it's never too late to step into the life you were meant to live. Now, let's talk about May, the month of unwavering faith and the quiet strength that holds firm even when the world trembles. If you were born in May, there's a steadiness about you that others sense immediately. You don't have to speak loudly. Your very presence tells a story of resilience, balance, and unshakable faith. You carry a calm strength, the kind that keeps you grounded, even when everything around you is falling apart. Think of David standing before Goliath, not armed with a sword, but with courage, faith, and a simple stone. That's you. You walk through life knowing that no challenge is greater than the strength planted deep within you. And your courage? It doesn't need to roar. It shows up in the way you stand tall when others crumble, in your actions, in your quiet confidence, and in your belief that even in the darkest valleys, there's light. People feel safe around you. They're drawn to the peace you carry, a rare gift that brings order to chaos. When you speak, your words soothe. When you offer advice, it isn't loud or demanding. It's filled with wisdom and healing. Even just your presence has a way of lightening the atmosphere. You were made to be a shelter in life's fiercest storms, a safe place for those searching for hope. Your mission is simple but profound: to keep faith alive, not only in yourself, but in everyone you meet. You inspire others to hold on a little longer, to believe again, even when they feel like letting go. And even in your silent battles, when your own heart feels heavy, you still find the strength to reach out, to encourage, to give. That is your gift. You are a warrior of faith, and your light shines brightest in the places others can no longer see. Now let's step into June, the month of builders. If you were born in June, you have a rare gift, the ability to see the bigger picture, to plan with wisdom, and to build with intention. You're not impulsive. You prefer to pause, to understand, to observe the foundation before you begin. And that's not hesitation, that's discernment. You know that anything lasting needs deep roots that can withstand storms. You see what others overlook. While most are dazzled by surface beauty, you're quietly studying the structure, making sure it's strong enough to endure. That's why people trust you. Your patience, your reliability, your ability to follow through. These are your superpowers. June souls are spiritual architects. You build more than structures. You build trust. You build people. You build foundations that others can stand on. Your gift lies in creating stability, in shaping futures through intention, not noise. Your work may be quiet, but it's deeply impactful. There's something sacred in your presence. You bring order where there's confusion. You create paths where none seem to exist. And your mission is clear: to keep building. Brick by brick, moment by moment, you are laying the groundwork that will support the journeys of many. Now, July. If you were born in July, you are a seeker of truth, of depth, of meaning in a world that often settles for the shallow. You've probably noticed it your whole life. Simple answers don't satisfy you. You want to understand. You want to ask. You want to feel the truth for yourself. But this is not doubt. It's discernment, a spiritual curiosity planted in you for a reason. Like Thomas, who needed to see and touch before believing, you crave connection to what is real. Your questions aren't meant to challenge faith, they deepen it. In you, faith becomes more than a concept. It becomes alive, personal, and deeply felt. You have a rare gift, the ability to spark awakening in others. Your questions open doors. Your conversations leave people changed, clearer, more aware, more connected. There's nothing surface level about you. People leave your presence feeling like they've glimpsed something sacred. Yes, your depth may have been misunderstood. Some may have tried to silence your voice, to dim your curiosity. But in truth, that depth is your strength. It's what makes you a guide for others who are lost in spiritual fog. You lead through authenticity, not authority. Your mission isn't to hand out answers. It's to inspire others to seek their own, to show them that asking why is not a sign of weakness. It's a path to a deeper, more enduring faith. And then there's August, the seekers of the sacred. If you were born in August, you've likely felt it all your life. That deep, constant pull towards something greater, something eternal. You weren't made for surface living. Your soul longs for the sacred, for moments when the noise quiets and the voice of the divine becomes unmistakably clear. Your presence bridges the seen and the unseen. You notice the subtle. You feel what others miss. Your gift is discernment, the ability to look past appearances and see into the heart of things. Your life is proof that the spiritual world is real. And you don't need to preach it. Your energy speaks it. The way you move through the world with quiet purpose, reverence, and grace ignites reflection in others. You spark transformation just by being who you are. People are drawn to you because you remind them of what's eternal. Without needing many words, you point them upward. You awaken them. You remind them that the longing in their heart isn't for more stuff. It's for connection with something divine. And that's your mission, to lift eyes, awaken souls, and gently guide people back to the sacred. Now, September, the organizers. If you were born in September, you have a gift for order, for clarity, for seeing solutions where others only see confusion. You're the calm in the storm, the one who doesn't panic, but quietly starts to align everything that's out of place. Your mind is sharp. Your vision is clear. And most importantly, you know how to take a dream and give it structure, how to ground ideas in reality. That's your gift, bringing the spiritual into the practical. You don't just organize things, you organize energy. You can feel when something is off, and without force, you bring it back into balance. You lead with care, precision, and a quiet wisdom that others naturally follow. People trust you because you're consistent. Your words and actions align. You don't just speak truth, you live it. And that makes you a powerful force in any space. Your mission? To prepare the ground, to create the conditions where greatness can grow. Whether you're guiding people, shaping systems, or building teams, your influence brings clarity, stability, and growth. You are the one who makes visions possible. And finally, October, the renewers. October carries the energy of transformation. Just like the leaves change and the air shifts, those born in October have a natural ability to evolve and to help others do the same. If you were born in October, you understand the beauty of seasons. You know when it's time to let go, when it's time to shed the old, and when it's time to step forward into something new. Change doesn't scare you. You see it as a sacred process, one that makes room for what's next. You carry a rare gift, the ability to guide others through their own transformations. You remind people that endings aren't failures, they're doorways. That loss doesn't mean it's over. It means something new is about to begin. Where others see the end, you see the start of something greater. You hold the energy of renewal, of rebirth, of possibility, of hope. Your mission is to help people embrace change, to show them that no matter how dark the season, there's light ahead, that every transition holds the potential for growth, and that within every ending, there is a beautiful new beginning waiting to emerge. Wherever you go, something shifts. It's not because you force change. It's because your very presence carries it. Your energy quietly invites growth, release, and renewal. People are drawn to you without always knowing why. They just feel lighter around you, more willing to let go of what's been holding them back. You inspire those stuck in old cycles to finally break free, to take the next step forward, to embrace the new chapters that life and the divine are offering them. Your mission in this world is both emotional and spiritual. You've been given a rare sensitivity, the ability to understand others' timing without judgment, to meet people exactly where they are without rushing their process. When you speak, your words carry healing. And even in silence, your presence offers something powerful, a sense of safety that whispers, you're not alone. You're safe to grow here. Like the October winds, soft, subtle, yet undeniable, you carry a power that doesn't need to shout. You weren't born to repeat the same patterns. You came to break them. You're here to live through constant transformation and to remind others that change isn't something to fear. It's a sacred process, a divine gift. Every time you rise, every time you evolve, you give others silent permission to do the same. Your calling isn't just about your own rebirths. It's to help others find theirs patiently, gently, and with grace. Then comes November, the spiritual intuitives. If your soul entered this world in November, you've likely always sensed you were different. You carry an extraordinary sensitivity, a heightened awareness that lets you feel the unspoken, sense the unseen, and perceive what others often miss. It's as if your inner compass is always tuned to something higher, something eternal. Your intuition is sharp, almost otherworldly. It's not just emotional insight, it's spiritual vision. You sense when someone's smile hides pain. You notice when words and energy don't match. And often, you pick up on truth long before it's spoken aloud. This gift can feel isolating at times. People might label you as quiet or distant, but your stillness isn't coldness, it's observation. You listen, you watch, you wait for the right moment to speak. And when you do, your insight cuts through noise and confusion, revealing what truly matters. Your mission is sacred, to be a guide through uncertainty, a light in spaces clouded with doubt. You help people navigate foggy paths, revealing direction they couldn't see on their own. You're a living compass. Your presence reassures others that they are not lost, that clarity will come, and that they already hold the strength to trust the road ahead. But with such vision comes responsibility. You're not just called to see truth, you're called to protect it. To protect the people, the wisdom, and the sacred paths entrusted to you. And the more you trust this gift, the more you'll realize it's not just for you. It's meant to heal, to guide, and to set others free. And finally, December, the bearers of the promise. Those born in December carry an unshakable light, the kind that reminds the world that even in its darkest moments, hope still lives. Your birth aligns with a season of light overcoming darkness, a time the world received a gift of healing, guidance, and love. You embody that same divine energy. You bring warmth wherever you go. Just your presence brings comfort. There's a calmness in your voice, a gentleness in your gaze, and a quiet strength that assures others everything will be okay. It's almost as if you were born to remind the world that there's always a reason to keep believing. Your mission is restoration, to bring faith where it's faded, to reignite hope in hearts that have forgotten how to trust. Even when you're walking through your own storms, your presence naturally uplifts those around you. You don't have to try. You shine simply by being. Like the season you were born into, you observe before you act. You listen. You wait. But when you choose to move, the impact is undeniable. Your light doesn't just guide your own path. It awakens the light in others, reminding them they're meant to shine too. Know this. You're not here by accident. The day, the month, the year you arrived, it was all written long before time ever began. Your birth month isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a signature, a quiet reminder that your life carries eternal purpose. Each month holds its own spiritual energy, a unique calling that shapes who you are and how you move through the world. When you understand this, everything starts to align. The gifts you've been given, the trials you've overcome, the people who are drawn to you, none of it is random. All of it is connected to the mission you were created to fulfill. January souls lead by example, forging paths where there are none. February souls heal with quiet compassion. March souls weather storms with unshakable faith. April souls rise from ashes, breathing life into broken spaces. May souls carry strength that steadies the world. June souls build foundations that last for generations. July souls question, seek, and reveal deeper truths. August souls live with their eyes turned toward the sacred. September souls organize and align with quiet wisdom. October souls transform, teaching others to embrace change. November souls see beyond the surface, guiding with divine clarity. And December souls carry the light of promise, igniting hope wherever they go. Every month is intentional. Every soul is chosen. In your birth month, it doesn't confine you, it reveals you. It's a key, a glimpse into the light you already carry. Even if you don't see it fully yet, trust that it's there. Everything you need is already within you, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Heaven hasn't left you unprepared. It never does. Now that you understand what your birth month reflects, begin to align with that greater purpose. Pray with focus, move with intention, serve with awareness, and live with faith that doesn't waver. In a world full of noise and distraction, you're called to live differently, to walk with intention, to remember that you weren't created to blend in. You were created to fulfill something higher, something written into your story long before you took your first breath. This isn't about putting you in a box. It's about awakening you. It's about reminding you that your origin is divine, your path is intentional, and not a single moment of your life has been without meaning. You don't have to have it all figured out today. You just need to begin. Look at your story through new eyes. Step forward with faith. Grow with intention. And trust. Heaven remembers you. Because it does. You were called by name. You were chosen with purpose. And now, it's your turn to live like you believe it.